Rowdy sheeter Panipuri Shashi's gang had attacked Ashoka Hospital in Hosur. One staff member was injured grievously in the attack. The injured person has been identified as Prakash. The attack comes after hospital refused to pay hafta to the gang. And what you see on your screen is CCTV footage from the Ashoka Hospital where Rowdy Panipuri Shashi had entered with a machete, went on to attack the person sitting in the pharmacy, and then is seen walking around looking for a doctor to attack. Meanwhile, of course, he is seen going ahead and repeatedly hitting this man identified as Prakash with that machete. The man is said to have sustained injuries to his neck, fingers as well as hands. An outright attack by a rowdy sheeter Panipuri Shashi there. It once again highlights the fact that these men believe that they can get away with such brazen acts of gundagiri, and that rowdy culture is very much on the rise in the state. Well, Nabila, there's no doubt that this particular CCTV footage has sent shockwaves across the state. This is a private hospital, and we understand that the reason Shashi went out on this brazen attack with a machete all alone, so brave and so sure that he won't get caught, is simply because the hospital authorities had shunned him when he had demanded for hafta.
Absolutely, Akshita. Look at the way so bravely rowdy sheeter, literally Panipuri Shashi he's called, right? Walks into the hospital, bravely with a machete in hand, walks in straight looking out for a doctor. He didn't find a doctor, and then just attacks one of the staff members within the hospital premises. Look at the guts that he has. But the big question here, Akshita, is why was the hospital already in practice of paying hafta? Why did they comply in the first place to pay hafta all this while? And this time around, when a rowdy sheeter is refused and turned down, saying no, this time we won't pay hafta, it's quite obvious that a reaction this gory would come about, and that is what has happened. The rowdy sheeter Shashi has walked in straight, and just to instill some sort of fear within the staff members and in fact the hospital management, he's come and threatened. Now it clearly looks like this was done just to scare them off, so that the next time around they pay up, because if he really wanted to kill someone, he would have done that. But he clearly came in, injured someone and walked off. So this clearly looks like he was just trying to instill some sort of fear within the hospital premises. But what is more important to know is, why did the hospital in the first place comply to pay up hafta, Akshita? This was something that you would think of in the past, like the hafta system would take place, was rampant in the past. But now at this day and age, something like this still taking place comes as a real shocker, isn't it?
Absolutely. What we'd also like to highlight at this point is that this particular rowdy sheeter was taking hafta from different hospitals as well as different commercial institutions, especially private hospitals, because they would be willing to pay up to ensure that they can go on with their services smoothly. But this particular hospital, when Panipuri Shashi had approached the authorities, they absolutely outright refused to pay the hafta, which is why there was such an issue. Pani Puri Shashi wanted to teach them a lesson, it looks like, that you can't go ahead and deny me that money. If I demand for something, you have to give it to me. It almost looks like he's trying to send across that message. What we also understand is that all through that particular assault, he kept asking that man, where is the chief doctor? So his target was quite simply the chief doctor. Fortunately, the doctor wasn't in the hospital, which is why he walked out without doing much damage. In fact, at one point in that CCTV footage, you'll also see a woman walking alongside. That woman is not a staff member. It is understood that she is one of the gang members who is helping out Shashi. She is seen, in fact, trying to console him, trying to drag him out, which is when finally he is seen walking out. Not before, of course, he is seen walking back and forth, very frustrated over the fact that nobody else was there. It looks like it took place late into the night, Nabila, which is probably why that hospital wears such a deserted look. Fortunately, of course, this man hasn't attacked many more people. And what we usually see in these kind of instances is, Nabila, especially when it's this kind of a rowdy sheeter, they usually come in huge numbers, so create a maximum dread, fear, terror, whatever you call it. They ensure that they instill that fear among the people. This man came alone. You could call it bravery, you could call it foolishness, but at the same time, the fact that he's going ahead brandishing that machete and nobody stopped him, that is a question everyone's going to be asking, Nabila. Where were the security guards in that particular hospital? Why didn't they stop him?
Akshata, absolutely, like you mentioned, the person walks in alone, so bravely tries to attack someone. It really looks like there are many number of people here hand in glove with this man, because he can't possibly muster up all the courage to go alone, attack a senior doctor like that and walk out. So quite obviously, like you said, you mentioned the lady who's walking in right after right when he's walking out, seems like one of the gang members itself, and all of them seem to be hand in glove. Even if suppose the police arrived at that moment, it looked like the table was set and people were waiting for him outside to hush him into a car and abscond immediately. So it really looks like everything was planned out very meticulously, and that's what has happened. He's come, he's done his business, threatened the staff members and walked out. So tomorrow when he wants his hafta again, he's gonna get it.
Right, in fact, what we're showing you is visuals from different CCTV cameras. Let's take a look and let's analyze exactly how it all began. Cam 1 captures how exactly this man entered the premises and spread terror.
Well, let's quickly take in a caller before that, Akshata. We have Karthik, a staff member of Ashoka Hospital. Go on, Karthik.
Good evening, madam. Tell me, madam.
Karthik, what happened? This looks like terror prevailing in Hosur. Is this the culture?
No, it is not that way, madam. This is a new thing for a hospital like us, as such. And we are all, we have not yet come out of that shock of this incident. And now things seems to be okay, because a person has been caught by the police, and the investigations are going on.
Right, Karthik, if you can explain exactly what happened, why it happened as well.
Madam, even we are not in a position to find out what could be the reason for this.
Okay.
So Karthik, that's why we are leaving everything to the cops.
Right, what exactly happened, Karthik? If you can explain to us how this man managed to enter your hospital when there are security staff present.
Madam, it was in the midnight.
Okay.
It was at most 1:30 in the night. Early. I can even say it is early morning today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why all of a sudden it happened.
And also, Karthik, do we know if this particular man, Pani Puri Shashi, was specifically looking for someone? Was he looking for your chief doctor?
Yeah. He was asking for a chief doctor.
Right, Karthik, can you tell us, has the hospital paid up hafta before to this particular man?
No.
So this was the first time he asked for it?
Yes.
And what exactly happened? Can you tell us? Were you present at the hospital at the time of the attack?
I was not present, madam.
Okay, from eyewitnesses, what have you gathered? What has exactly happened? How did he manage to surpass your security guard?
In a span of 15-20 minutes maximum.
Okay.
And the person had entered with a SWAT, and he
Okay.
was abusing everybody in the hospital. And when the people had seen the SWAT, and obviously they panicked and they went off away. And a bad luck, a guy in a pharmacy department got struck because cabin is closed.
Okay.
So it happened that way.
No,
And,
have you heard of instances like this taking place even before in Hosur?
No, madam.
Have you heard of this man, Panipuri Shashi?
No.
Right, Karthik, how did you come to know of the incident? When did you go ahead and lodge that police complaint?
Today early morning.
So you saw the CCTV footage and realized what had happened?
Yes, madam.
Right. Also, do you know the person who was injured? We understand his name is Prakash.
One is Prakash. Prakash is out of danger now. He's
Okay.
been shifted to the ward.
Okay, so it was only him who was injured, nobody else?
Yes, nobody else. Only one person.
Right. Also, Karthik, were there patients in your hospital when this incident took place?
Yeah, there were patients.
And this rowdy sheeter, did he try to attack anyone else, or was it only the pharmacist, after which he went around looking for your chief doctor?
Madam, as such, because we don't have patients in our ground floor, and would that we didn't allow him to enter the wards where the patients stay.
Okay.
Karthik,
So he was,
going by the visuals, there are only you see only one person in the CCTV visuals that we find. But were there any idea whether any more people hand in glove with this Panipuri Shashi?
No, madam, he was alone.
Absolutely alone. We also see one lady walking in.
There was a there were two females along with him, and they were in the car.
There was a car waiting for him outside.
Yeah. He had come in a car like black color Santro,
Okay.
and those females were there in the car.
And
They
did
came
you?
out finally to grab him out.
But did anybody watch him walk out? Did anybody see him walk out?
Yeah, CCTV footage is there.
No. Besides the CCTV footage, do you know anything about the two women who are with him?
No idea about the women at all, madam.
Karthik, one more thing. Tell us about Ashoka Hospital itself. What's the facility like? How many beds do they have? How big is the hospital?
Madam, it's a 150-bedded hospital. It's a multi-specialty hospital.
Okay. Is it very popular in the area?
Yes, obviously. It's a popular hospital.
Are there other hospitals around?
Yeah, there are hospitals. Just opposite to it, we have got government hospital.
Yeah, we hear that Panipuri Shashi has demanded hafta from various hospitals around the area. Do you have any word on that?